Ciao! Welcome back to the video. Ladies and gentlemen, the official translations to Black Clover's next upcoming chapter 300 are now out, and yo! This shit is insane, although the translations are goddamn terrible. It is what it is, guys. But with that comes actually some pretty exciting news. We have new Black Clover figures. These are most likely only exclusive to Japan, though if you look on some questionable websites, you're probably going to be able to find them. Hopefully we get them in the West, but it looks like to be an Asta and Yami figure from the big fight with Dante. Honestly, they look very low quality. They're also basically bobbleheads with, like, you know, giant heads. Like, Asta's head is bigger than his sword, and I'm just like, I guess that's the only small thing about Asta. Leave that one in the edit can. Anyway, other than that, the thing I was talking about, guys, the official translations suck. Like, I can't believe I have to say this, but for the first ever time, the fan translations by TCB Scans are actually better than the official translations. The official translations not only ruins the faith, hope, love, and luck, like, theme that was part of the chapter, but they also have this: we saw each other again just fine. Imagine you walk up to your friend, we saw each other again just fine, what's up? Who fucking speaks like that? Who? No. Nobody in the present tense goes up to a friend and go, we saw each other again just fine, Andy. What is this? Do better. Like, Jesus Christ. How do I tell you to read the official translations only for the official translations to be this garbage? Honestly, disappointed. But the final thing is, you know how a lot of people have been wanting Asta to be depressed instead of, like, you know, smiling as he was? Twitter user Kissin actually went ahead and did this. And as I mentioned right here, God, I would hate this. Anyway, with that being said, let's just jump straight into the chapter breakdown. Alright, yo, jumping straight into it. Obviously, this is the chapter breakdown now that the official translations are out, and I've gone ahead and read this chapter multiple times. Guys, also, don't forget to hit the like button if you've made it this far. Subscribe, as over 60% of you don't, so let's just jump straight into it. A lot of people's problems this chapter is the fact that Asta comes in. Asta saves the day. It's Asta, let's go. My problem isn't that. My problem is this chapter basically nullifies Arcane Stage. You no longer need to be Arcane Stage to affect devils. It was a cool concept, you know? Only people with clever magic or magic that is not natural could affect devils. But with this chapter and what Gaja did in chapter 299 confirms that anyone can do it, but as Megakula says, so this is a spell fueled by burning the caster's own life. Its power has surpassed my expectations. She even goes on to say, if her body wasn't already pre-wrapped in Ultra, for the record, the mother of all curses, every curse magic in existence comes from this bitch. If she wasn't wrapped with this ultra high speed recovery, she would have been killed. And that's kind of my problem. This means you no longer have to be arcane to affect the devil. All you have to do, sacrifice your life, forehead. Just burn your own life energy. And that's kind of my problem with it. It's such a weird thing, right? Like, you would expect my problem to be either Asta coming in, since I even made a video saying Asta is not coming in. But my problem is that the whole concept of arcane magic and how cool that really was has just been yoinked out the window. Noelle can kill devils. Just sacrifice your life, forehead. If you sacrifice enough of your life and your magic power was already high enough, you will literally annihilate devils. And not only that, just sacrifice 10% of your life. Shorten your lifespan by 10 years. Bang! You're a fucking god. But what's also interesting, what I cannot deny, is that this chapter now officially confirms life force and mana overlap. If you can sacrifice your life force for mana, then that means life force and mana overlap. Asta does not have life force. Now, what does this mean? What's interesting is this chapter ends, obviously, with Asta saving the day, but the chapter actually ends with Megicula saying, "What is that human?" Megicula is surprised. She can obviously detect magic, but Asta has no magic. Megicula questions, "What is that human?" And the fact that the chapter ends on Megicula questioning this, and we get a confirmation that life force and mana are one of the same, means there is more to Asta than we know. Obviously, I mean, at the end of the day, obviously, Asta's headband alone is mysterious as hell. Why Asta is the only person in existence and Libe to not have magic is a very good question. Why Asta is completely unaffected by life force training abilities are all very good questions. Now, my own personal fears, if you've been watching the videos recently, is that this all relates back to Asta's father, but it looks like we might get an answer sooner rather than later. Because if you didn't also understand, during this chapter, Megicula actually says that there is no human alive who can produce a spell capable of defeating me within decaying world. Now, obviously, Asta is a human, apparently, but he doesn't use normal spells. He uses anti-magic. And the fact that Megicula says there's no human alive, and that we get the overlap of life force and mana, and obviously the chapter ending with Megicula, I say is a little sus. Now, obviously, the other thing I do want to discuss, once again, is the backlash, the major backlash to Asta coming into this fight, being all happy, obviously happy seeing Noelle. Obviously, I made a video on this yesterday, go check it out, how Black Clover is being attacked for this, but honestly, all in all, it is what it is. People have a right to an opinion, I guess. It's the internet. I mean, I understand some of the criticism, but it's just dumb. To me, it's dumb because it is in Asta's character to not get depressed again. He literally even says that one and only time is the only time I'm ever going to get depressed. Other than that, the official translations sucked major dick. Like, they're just terrible, downright hard to read. The art is amazing, but honestly, I can no longer recommend reading Viz translations. Viz translations are just fucking terrible. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe. What did you think of Black Clover chapter 300? Obviously, Black Clover's on break this week, so there is no spoilers this week. Wednesday, Black Clover returns next week with chapter 301. Let's see if we find out more about Asta and its life force. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.